What are a couple tips that you
Mm.
have, like while you're on tour? Is there anything specific? Obviously, you're playing, in places where there's alcohol and there's a lot going on. And do you have any like little tricks or tips or anything you would share with folks out there?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've got a few. Well, one big one is not eating after the show for
Mm,
me. 'Cause I used to, even in recent years, being sober, clean and sober, a lot of the time, like in my mind, the way that my brain works, I'll kind of justify other things, other pleasurable things that I could have, when everybody around me is drinking or using drugs, I'll be like, oh, well, I deserve to have a cheeseburger after the show, or I could do this or
yeah.
that, and that kind of stuff, those
Yeah.
little, like, I read this book called Atomic Habits recently, and that really changed a couple years ago. I read it,
Mm,
changed my thinking, because he talks basically about these small habits every day, little choices that
yeah.
compound and add up, and so if you're eating a cheeseburger every single night at 2 a.m., that adds up to not feeling very great, and for me not looking very great. um, so I started cutting that out. I started just paying a little bit more attention to like what I was eating and when I was eating during the day. And I noticed that and everybody's different too. If you feel great eating a huge meal right before you go on stage, then do that. But for me, uh, I can't eat like a couple hours. I've got to eat at least a couple hours before I play, and then I
Yeah.
try not to have anything heavy afterward. And that is like a game changer for having energy level on stage and being able to give the people like the kind of show that I want to give them.
Yeah.
That's a big one.